Okay, greetings. Rick McCone here with eXp Realty. Pat is not going to make it today. So it's a holiday weekend, so I'm going to go ahead and do this for you solo. It won't last as long. So for the millions of viewers that we have out there, I'll try to be as concise as I can and let you know what's going on in the real estate market this week. There's a lot that kind of did change. Not a lot that's changed in the lending world, except we have seen rates go down slightly. We're seeing rates below 3% now. And according to Fed Chairman Powell, we can expect to see that all the way through the year 2023. So don't feel rushed to get out there and buy now because you think rates are going to pop up, because they're just not going to pop up. The economy's on real fragile ground, and so the Fed is not going to put anything in the way that would halt the recovery of this economy. So just don't feel rushed to get out there and buy. And I'm going to show you some statistics from this week that really varied from last week. So let me share my screen with you and grab it right here. And this is what I want, is this screen right here. I'm going to share it, and I'm going to show you this number right here. So this is this week. So what I broke down is how many new listings came on the market. In total, we had 4,238 right here. The interesting thing in this number, last week, this number was 2,700. So we had about 300 more homes come on for the week. But the one that bumped up was people that put their homes back on the market. That's been running anywhere from 700 to 850 homes. It also went up by 300. So sellers that were out there thinking, I'm probably going to pull my house off the market, are seeing what's going on in the market, and they put their house back on. So we had 4,238 total homes come on this week, and we sold 4,491. So that's a difference of 253 homes. Now, consistently, we've been in the hole by 500 homes every week. And this is the first week that we've dropped below 9,000 homes. We got down to a low of 8,600 on Wednesday. And then yesterday and today, we're back up above 9,000. It always happens on a Friday, and then we will whittle down. So it's not real clear what 4th of July weekend is going to be like. But I can tell you this. I'm going to show you a picture here. This is from a real estate friend of mine. This is a house first day on the market up in Peoria. Nothing special about it, just an average house in Peoria. These are the people standing outside waiting to get in the house. There were so many people at this listing that the neighbors came out asking what was wrong. This is the very first day. So in the words of my friend Eric, he said, now my clients believe me when I tell them it's really frantic out there. But one of the other numbers that I wanted to show you that's really interesting in this market is when something goes under contract, there's three ways a home goes under contract. One is under contract under contract and bring me backups. So that's what UCB is. Contingency means they've put an offer on your house, but it's contingent upon them selling their other house. So there's not a lot of that going on in this market. And here's pending. Pending means that the seller says, once I get a contract, I want you to take my home off the market and put it in pending status. This number used to always be slower than the number at the top. But in the past 3 weeks, this has changed dramatically. We've been seeing twice as many homes going into pending status, and that's because of COVID-19. People just don't want people walking around the inside of their home. So they're asking to go to pending sooner rather than later. And I had another stat here, another chart. Bear with me. Let me pull it up. And it is in here on my plethora of things. There it is. So this is our house prices here in Arizona. Now, you can see that real estate consistently grows since the 70s at this rate, which is the red line. Then we have what I call the silly season, where it spiked way up and then crashed in 2008. Went way down here, and now we're just barely above this trend line. So those bubble naysayers that are out there that's saying that our house prices are reaching bubble status, This is showing you that we actually are not. We didn't go this far above the trend line. Right now, we're just very close to it. And the only reason that number is popping above is just because of the inventory shortage. So the house prices right now are a direct reflection of not having the available inventory that we need. Once that changes, once people start putting their homes on the market, so let's say COVID gets to a manageable level in about 2 to 3 months, God willing, houses will start coming on the market. And this rapid increase in prices that we're seeing will start to level off. There's still a lot of buyer demand out there. It's hard to believe. Who would have thought when we saw in March that we were being shut down, that we'd still be rocking and rolling as heavy as we are right now in sales? So it's purely an inventory issue right now. So if you do have a home that you're thinking about selling, you can sell it on the weekend. I would recommend having your agent put it on the market on Friday morning, put it on the market Thursday, and say that it's available for showing on Friday so that people have time to make appointments, and then leave town, go to Prescott for the weekend, have a good time. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we let buyers come in. Excuse me. We go in and sanitize your house and clean it. You come back, we review offers, you're done. You'll have multiple offers. That's just how hot the market is. Now, that doesn't mean you can price silly. So you can price where the market's at, and people will bid you up. We're seeing lots of cash offers. We're seeing people saying, it doesn't matter what the appraisal is, I'll meet that price. We're starting to see more and more, which I don't recommend if you're a buyer, is that they're recommending, they're waiving the inspection period, just waiving the inspection altogether. I would not recommend that. I also say to buyers, this is not a good time to jump in and fight to buy a house. I think this frenzy will go away. I don't think it's a good time to go out and put yourself in the middle of this. It's kind of like a schoolyard fight. You're sitting on your porch, you're having your tea, you look out, there's a bunch of people fighting across the street. I think I'll go join it. It never ends nice. And I don't know anybody that says, I got a great deal on my house, I outbid 15 people. It's people do crazy things. They make fast decisions and they make wrong decisions in a frenzied market. So now that may seem odd hearing that from a real estate agent, but I've seen it before, and everything comes in cycles. And if the buying traffic is so huge right now and everybody's fighting like they are right now to get that house, it's a good time to step back, watch it, wait. 90 days, this could totally be different. Now, if you have to move, I get it. You got to go out and buy a house, but be prepared. That real estate agent is telling you it's hectic out there. I showed you the photos. It's hectic out there. There are only 9,000 homes for sale. And when you drill down by neighborhood, they just aren't there. You might find 1 or 2 that meet your criteria. So I'll repeat again on lending that we didn't see any increase in interest rates this week. In fact, they've gone down and they look like they're going down. The rumor that you have to have a 20% down payment is simply because the big banks, Chase, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America, are requiring 20% down for conventional loans. There aren't any other lenders that are doing this. So if you're using other lenders like lending brokers, you can get in for 3.5% down. The most common is 5%. So don't think that you have to have 20% down to purchase a home. So, hey, shoot me some questions in the chat box or in the comment box, and I'll be sure and help answer them for you. But in the meantime, I'm going to let everybody go. Have a safe and happy 4th of July. See ya.